Hi, welcome back. Thank you for returning to Hey Miss Jackson. This is Latrell and I'm going to be sharing with you my lock retwist routine. First though, I want you to hit the subscribe button, that red button right below this video, and also hit the bell right next to it so that you can get instant notification of when I upload my next videos, okay? Thank you so much. Alright, so I first got my locks installed by a Loctitian. I made sure I did that because I wanted them all to be even, and I wanted to get any advice and tips before, as I was starting out. So I met with her for about 3 retwists. No, I met with her for the initial installation and then 2 more retwists after that. And I watched her. I actually didn't watch her. I felt her, but I paid attention to what she was doing. As she retwisted, she would use a comb to comb and twist at the same time, because I got comb coils installed, and she would comb and twist until she got to the end of the loose hair and right before the lock part of the lock coil, and that's when she would use the palm rolling to make sure it was tight enough and then pin it. Alright, so that's not really the method I use, but I do everything except the comb part. So as far as products, she used a product by Zeresh and some other product, but I don't know what it was. So with me being frugal, I'll say, I just looked at my dresser, because I have so many products on my dresser, to see what products I can use that I have already instead of going out to buy something, because all I'm doing is twisting my hair and pinning it down so it can dry, and that's almost the same as doing 2-strand twists. So at first I used the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I had just bought this actually before I locked, and I wanted to try it out, see if it will work, because my hair, as you see, it's very frizzy. I think frizzier than normal natural hair girls, but it does have a curl pattern, and it's funny because I can see my curl pattern either when it's wet or in my locks. And I'll show you pictures or get a close-up later on, but I can, the way the lock is forming is like in the curl pattern that my curl pattern is, which is weird, but I think it's cool though. The front of my hair is very loose, so I wanted to use something that actually I didn't know what to use. So I just tried this, and then I tried the Curls Passion Fruit Curl Control Paste, which is very pasty, very thick, like super thick, like edge control basically. I use that in the front because my curl pattern is so loose, and in the front my curls in my locks, actually my coils, would unravel, and I'm like, when are they going to lock? So anyway, I just use this so to keep it in place for longer. The next day though, when I woke up, I had white flakes all over my hair, and that's not cute. So I didn't wash it out because I had spent too many hours doing it. I just tried to brush it out as much as I could, and I went about my day. I probably wore a hat or something, but usually flakes go away after a while, so I just didn't really worry about it. So after I used those 2 products, I did some research to see like what products are actually used for locking your hair, because I was kind of being lazy at the same time by using the products I already had. So I did some research. I went on YouTube, and I found out that beeswax is not good to use. I will leave the video in the description of a lady who is a Loctician. This lady has clients that she sees that have used beeswax in their locks, and it's like a disaster because they are super stiff. The locks are super stiff. They kind of curve under, or they just look deformed, like they're kind of crooked or whatever. Also, they have white spots in them, like all the way down. And I understand why people want to use beeswax, because I probably would have wanted to use beeswax too because of the front of my hair, which is why I use the curl paste. But it's just no good because beeswax doesn't wash out with soap and water. It stays. And we're always taught, like as naturals, we're always taught to use water soluble products because it creates buildup. And that's exactly what it does on people's locks. It stays in the locks no matter how many times you wash it. But she somehow had some solution that broke down the beeswax, and she would soak her client's locks in the solution and would like kind of smush it out. And she showed some before and after pictures of the people's locks, and they look 100% better. They were very movable, malleable, and they just looked a lot healthier. I don't know what it was. I don't know why. I don't know how that even came about. It's not really healthy to use beeswax in your hair. And actually, when I went to the hair store, because like I told you, I researched, and I'll go to the hair store, I'll find some things and go back home and look them up to see who had a review on it and what they thought about the product. And I will also ask some of the attendants in the store to see what their recommendations were. And one girl did tell me to use beeswax. That's like what she went to initially, and I was like, I'm gonna hold off on that because I did hear something saying that beeswax is not that good to use on locks. And then actually I went and I saw that video, and then I went back to the store and I told her, this is why, because it doesn't come out of your hair at all. So there was another video I found on YouTube where a lady went through all the products she used on her hair, on her locks, which was like 10 products probably, which actually was very informative because it gave me kind of like a route on what I should avoid and what I should go after. She had 2 products that she really liked, and one was the Lock It Up by Talia Wajid, and that's this product here. So there's this, and there's also an extra strength Lock It Up. I got this because, like I said, it has 33% more, and it was $6.99 from my local hair store. And then the Lock It Up extra strength was $7.99, and the container was smaller. So I was like, I'm frugal, like I said, and I got this product because it had more in it for cheaper. And I'm glad I did because it did the job. Like I told you, the front of my hair, I need extra hold, and that's why I was using the paste. But the Lock It Up gel is very effective in making your locks stiff, and keeping the hold, keeping the lock in place, and so that it doesn't unravel. I'm not exactly sure what the extra strength would do, because my locks, they ain't going nowhere. Like, they barely shake. And sometimes, like, I might twist it a little too tight and it hurts a little bit. When I take the clips out, it's so stiff that it hurts when I take the clip out, which is weird. But the Lock It Up gel, yes, this is my staple for now. I kind of like the stiffness, but then again, I kind of don't. Maybe as my hair locks more, I might use something that's more softer on my locks. But as of now, I want something that's stiff and firm. Alright, so here's my retwist routine from start to finish. all in one night. Alright, so first what I do is wash my hair. I use the Selsun Blue shampoo. This is the medicated with menthol maximum strength version, and it has selenium sulfide 1%. And I use this because I have dandruff, which is what it's for. I use so many different products that I just came down to using this product. I saw a video of a woman who was natural too, and she had dandruff, and she said she used Selsun Blue. So I was like, let me try it, and it works. And I actually bought this before I locked my hair while I was still natural. Like I told you, this section up here, I used to come out of the shower from washing my hair with flakes in my hair still. And now I only get flakes like when it's time for me to wash my hair, like at the end of 2 weeks. That's when I start getting flakes. And so that's pretty good in my opinion. The next thing I use is conditioner. Now, my hair is freshly twisted. I twisted my hair last night. The first time that I used conditioner was last night in almost 4 months. I did this because this conditioner, this is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Referral Oil Intensive Hydration Conditioner. It smells so good. But it has a lot of slip. And if I had used this conditioner on my locks any other time before now, my locks would have been coming out. So I just didn't use conditioner at all. I also like the way this made my hair feel when I was loose natural. I like the way it made my scalp feel, and I think it helped with dandruff too a little bit. So I wanted to get the oil that matches this, the Manuka and Referral oil, like scalp oil. So I'm gonna get that and see how well it does. I will give you a review on that if I do get it. So when I get out of the shower, which does not take me an hour anymore to wash my hair, and I had to, like, I still felt myself procrastinating because I was dreading the length of time and the detangling that I'm so used to doing when I'm washing my hair. But I don't have to do that anymore, so I got to get out of that mindset. It's a process. It really is. 4 months down is a process. So as soon as I get out of the shower from washing my hair, I grab my pins. I use the double prong pins. Got them from the hair store. They're like this. Now, it was so many different types of pins. They had the single prong where it was like pointy. They had these. Some other type of pin. I'm like, which one should I get? So I just got these. And I grabbed my T44Z hair food. I actually use this to massage my scalp before I twist. And this has some really good ingredients too. The base is shea butter. It has aloe vera, papaya, chamomilla, carrot oil, castor oil, geranium oil, Roman chamomile, rose oil, rosemary oil, and peppermint oil. And I also put some tea tree oil, mix it in there too. Not sure why it doesn't have it in there, because tea tree oil is really good for attacking the dandruff fungus. It's actually antifungal. So I put a little bit in there too and mix it up and just use that as a scalp massage before I retwist. Then I grab my gel, my mirror, which I don't really use anymore because my locks are kind of formed already. The only reason I would use a mirror is for this front section here that keeps unraveling. And my rat tail comb, I was using it for the section up front that was unraveling, trying to just make sure I get even sizes in the front. But I don't really need to do that much anymore. This last time, even though I interlocked the front, that's my solution to making sure they stay in place. I did get actually 3, I think, that unraveled still. They were kind of still like in the same position, but they weren't locks anymore. I don't comb them out. I just take the gel and twist it and interlock them. I interlocked it a little bit deeper this time, so hopefully it doesn't come out again. They don't. And those are all the products that I use. I pin my hair up and I put my bonnet on and go to sleep. So the method that I use is I push my hair up in the back, take the bottom locks, pull them down, and just start twisting them clockwise. All of them, and I pin them. A lot of times I pin like 3 or 4 at a time together, so that way I don't use up all my pins, because I have 80 pins. About another pack of 10, I think, or 12. And do these a little bit, just keep pulling them down until I get to like right here. Then I'm always going this way. That's probably why I start over here. Then by the time I get over here, I do the same thing, pull them down. Then I get to the top. I guess my hair isn't dense enough, because some people's, they shape super nice. But let me take these earrings off real quick. See the back cheeks. And they're pretty much all locked. I think I have one over here. Look at this again. I had to do this in my last video. Pull this out. Hairball. I don't know how that happened. Alright, so my camera is flipping out on me. Keeps cutting off the video. But if you want a tutorial on interlocking or retwisting, please comment below and let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe, please. Hit that red button and the bell next to it so you can get notification of a new video that I will upload. And also follow me on social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Google+. Google+ has a bunch of nice pictures and quotes and stuff that I like to share, so you might want to find me on there too. Alright, thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.